here is just ground turkey. In the back, I have my quinoa going. And then I also picked 2 different vegetables to do this week. So basically just pick what vegetables you want. And you can definitely do frozen because they actually say frozen vegetables are better because they're flash frozen. So in terms of seasoning, I will just do like the Mrs. Dash salt free. On my vegetables, I'll do onion powder, chili powder. You can do basil leaves, you can do cayenne pepper. So there's still a lot of ways to flavor your food without doing, crazy sauces or, unhealthy flavoring. So I'll probably just put a little onion powder, a little bit of the Mrs. Dash. I am going to take a fresh garlic clove here. And that's basically it. When I put the vegetables in, I'll do a little bit of coconut oil on the bottom of the pan, and I just continue to stir it around and, put the lid on it so that they steam. Now, the other thing I've also been adding to my vegetables every week is this amazing sun-dried tomatoes from Trader Joe's, and basically all it is sun-dried tomatoes and olive oil and some like basil and what else? Garlic, herbs, and spices. So I will just open, if I can. Oh boy. Try to see if that. There we go. So I'll also add half of this jar into, my vegetables, and this adds a lot of flavoring. Like, these tomatoes are unbelievable, and this will last me 2 weeks because I'll use half this week and I'll use half next week. So that is basically it for the vegetables. In terms of the ground turkey, I don't really add anything to it. Sometimes maybe a little basil, maybe some cayenne, chili pepper, chili powder, because what I'm going to do for my lunches every day is take the vegetables and the ground turkey and put it together as a meal. So all of the vegetables are already going to have a ton of flavoring on it. But if I want a little kick, I'll do a little cayenne pepper. Now, the quinoa is just one of the grains I choose to have daily. I'll do oatmeal and I'll do quinoa for the most part every day. And it's just 2 cups water, 1 cup quinoa, and I don't do anything. I don't add anything to it. You just let it boil in the back and put the lid on until it's all the water is absorbed by the quinoa, and that's basically done. While all of that is cooking over there on the stove, this is the time that I will start to chop up and wash any vegetables that I got for the week, as well as make my mason jar oatmeals for the week. So like, it's all multitasking. While that's cooking, I'm doing this, and so it works out really well. The other vegetable that I got was tomatoes. So basically, all I'm going to do is wash these up, and then on my salads each night, I'll just take about 15, because I know that 15 is 1 green serving in terms of the right sizing for the portion control for vegetables daily. So just grab them off my counter. But the cauliflower, I'm just going to start to chop this up, and then what I'll do is wash it. And sometimes I'll bake the cauliflower or I'll roast it. Sometimes I'll also saute it and eat it with my ground turkey. But basically, this week I decided to just cut it up and eat it fresh on my salad. So I'm just going to start to break it apart into small little pieces. And once it's all broken apart, I'll just put it into a strainer, and I will wash that up and get that ready. In terms of my fruit, I'm just going to do a banana a day and an apple a day, and they're small apples and they're small bananas, so there's no need to really prep that up. So that'll be easy to just grab each morning. Okay, so guess what? I did the dishes, I did my oatmeal, I cut up my vegetables and prepped all of that. Now it's time to start portioning out our meat, vegetables, and quinoa. So I have all of my containers here. And basically, with the meal plan that I follow, I know the correct serving of each food category. So I have half cups here, and I have cups here. And basically, for the vegetables, we are going to do a cup. So I'm just going to take scoops out and fill up all of my cup size servings. And I just do it for each one until it's done. So then the ground turkey is actually going to be like a half cup. And of course, do whatever meat you like, or whatever kind of protein that you want each week. All right, so I'm going to continue on and do that with all of my protein. And then the same thing for the quinoa. And the quinoa is about a half cup each day. So I'm just going to dish it out and fill all of the half cup containers. And that's basically it. Alright, so basically we have roughly 5 days of prepped meals. My ground turkey, my vegetables, my quinoa, and my oatmeal. And I have my cauliflower ready to roll for my salads each night. And that's really easy to whip together each night. So I don't prep my salads in advance. So that's what you're missing here is my nightly salad. And I'll do like tomatoes and a little bit of goat cheese and almonds. And then the other things that are missing from here are my shakes that I have for breakfast every morning, which are meal replacement shakes. And I just prep them in the morning, throw a half banana in, and blend them up really quick so I don't prep those. And then my eggs that I have each day, I'll just prep them too while I'm getting ready on the days that I do work, and I'll take them to work with me. And that's what I actually have with my quinoa each day. It's really good when you mix eggs with quinoa together, especially if they're over easy and the yolk runs into the quinoa. It's really good. So that is basically it. Just things to keep in mind is that, like I said, I follow a certain meal plan, so I know the right portions and how many of each serving I get according to my weight. And things change a little bit each week in terms of which vegetables I want to eat, which meat I want to eat, and then what fruits I want to eat. But other than that, that is basically how I meal prep, and it's definitely changed my life in terms of staying on track and not overeating. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions that you want to ask me, definitely reach out and I will be happy to help you out.